Uy, dumating na finally ang aking Samsung Galaxy A56. Ito ang successor ng Galaxy A55 for this year. First thing na napansin ko is medyo nag-revamp siya konti ng kanyang design. Powered by a 4nm chip which is the Exynos na 1580. Meron siya 50MP na triple camera setup. 5,000 mAh na battery without a charger pa rin. And it comes in 3 colors as well. More details after this quick intro. Now, ito si Samsung Galaxy A56 na may 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage is priced at $23,990. And ang kanyang 8256 is priced at $25,990. More details on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili officially. Now, first things first, pagdating sa design, medyo nagbago siya. It has a really shiny back, which punas ako ng punas dahil, well, ang dami fingerprints, honestly. Kasi wala rin naman siyang kasamang free case as well. Wala nang free charger, wala pang free case, no? It only comes together with a cable, some manuals, and a SIM ejector tool. Wala na tayong unboxing kasi nahiram ko lang to sa aking friend, and nahiram ko lang is the unit itself only. One thing na napansin ko dito sa kanya is quite slippery ang kanyang likod, so you might want to buy yourself a case para maiwasan mga accidental slip from your hand. I'll be straightforward honest with you kasi talagang slippery siya. Another thing na napansin ko is nagbago ang kanyang camera module dito sa likod, which is pinagbuunan niya, unlike yung sa A55 is kanya-kanyang ring. One thing that I like dito sa kanya frames is solid metal frames sa mahawak mo dito, side aluminum frames. And one thing mapapansin mo dito sa kanyang gilid is that nakaumbok dito sa side, sa part ng power button and volume rocker. And another thing to notice is hindi sobrang nipis ang kanyang bezels. Now, this one is being powered by the Samsung developed na chip, which is the Exynos 1580. This is a 4nm chip. Nung sinalang ko to sa AnTuTu benchmark, maganda namang score na kuha ko, no? 852,000 points, which is for me, not bad. And ito ang kanyang breakdown score. Ito naman score na kuha ko dito sa Geekbench sa kanyang CPU benchmarking. And ito naman sa kanyang GPU benchmarking. 1,300 ang kanyang loop score dito sa WideNav Extreme and 80% ang kanyang stability. Okay naman ang kanyang thermals and it throttled to 79% ang kanyang best performance. Now, ang battery nito is just a industry standard na 5,000 mAh. And it also supports a 45 watts of wired charging. Well, sad to say, walang charger na naman. So if you're asking me kung anong charger na babagay dito sa kanya, I would highly recommend itong nabili ko from Ugreen. This is a 65 watts na GAN charger from Ugreen and it has 3 port dito. Dalawang C port, isang A port. So you can charge 3 devices at the same time. And tinry ko naman siya i-charge dito sa aking A56. It was able to achieve a 45 watts naman na charging speed. Charging from 0 to 100 takes around mga 1 hour and 20 minutes based sa aking experience. And meron siyang Genshin Impact na design which you can check sa link na I'll be providing on the description box below kung saan mo siya pwede mabili. Pag hindi mo kailangan, just pack it away. Now, based on my daily usage, okay naman, makunan man ka ng battery. Can last you a whole day. Basta walang heavy gaming or walang heavy video taking, walang magiging problema naman for 1 whole day. And nung sinalang ko to sa PCMark na battery stress test, it gave me a 15 hours and 49 minutes dito sa kanyang screen on time based on 50% brightness and 60Hz na screen refresh rate. Pag-usapan natin kanyang display. This one has a 6.7-inch na Super AMOLED display with 120Hz of screen refresh rate, maximum brightness ng 1,900 nits, and this one is being protected by the Corning Gorilla Glass Victus Plus. Meron din pala siyang IP67 dust and water resistance. Right now, the phone na ito is running Android version 15 and it has a 6 major Android update promised by Samsung. So you should be updated until Android version 21. Now, if you're swiping across the phone na ito, expect mo smooth na magandang experience. So if you're scrolling on your favorite social media, expect mo maganda rin mag-experience mo dito dahil maganda naman kanyang display, honestly. And with the 120Hz of screen refresh rate applied on this phone, talagang battery smooth ang mag-experience mo sa kanya. If you're watching your favorite shows dito, be it basketball game, Korean novela, or just simply watching some music video, ma-enjoy mo dito sa kanya dahil maganda ang kanyang display, litaw na litaw ang kanyang colors, and the black is definitely blacker. So you'll get a really good immersive experience. Now, since this one has stereo speaker, isa dito sa ilalim, and the other one coming dito sa kanyang earpiece, check lang natin kung gaano kalakas kanyang sounds. Honestly, not so bad ang ganang sound. It's a little bit above average for me. And yeah, you might enjoy mo to if you're music tripping on Spotify or just simply watching video or just simply playing games. Now, speaking of games, naglaro tayo ng tatlong title dito, Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, and Delta Force. Pagdating sa Genshin Impact, nilagay ko siya sa medium graphical settings with a 60 FPS. Dito ko na-feel na medyo nag-lag siya. Habang naglalaban ka sa boss, mapapansin mo on my gameplay na talagang parang na may frame drops kanya. Siguro medyo nahirapan si Exynos sa 1580 dito sa Genshin Impact, and one thing that you can do dito is further lowering down yung graphical settings, which can give you a more smoother experience dito sa kanya. The gameplay was not so bad. After all, medyo may mga frame drops dito sa kanya, pero I would say na yung kanyang graphical experience not so bad. The touch response is fast, except that siguro medyo laggy, and after 30 minutes of gameplay, inabot ako ng 40 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, sinet ko rin siya sa medium graphical settings. Mafe-feel mo din talaga na maglalag siya. So, I would recommend you to lower down konti yung kanyang graphical settings to give you a further smoother experience dito sa kanya. Kahit naka-performance mode ka dito sa Samsung Galaxy A56, mafe-feel mo talaga na medyo hirap itong phone na ito when it comes to playing mga AAA games at medium graphical settings. Once na nilower down mo siya, mafe-feel mo na it's a little bit more smoother and mas magandang yung touch response. The gameplay was quite good. Okay naman siya. Wala kang maging problema dito sa kanya. And the sounds is just average on this game. After 30 minutes of gameplay, umabot ako ng 44 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Delta Force, dito wala ako naging problema. Smooth naman ang aking experience dito sa kanya. And the gameplay was just okay. Was able to play several games dito sa kanya and halos umabot ako ng isang oras playing this game. The touch response is good. The sounds okay. And wala ako halos na feel masyadong lag dito. Dahil hindi naman siya masyado matakaw sa graphics. After an hour of gaming, 38 degrees Celsius. Now, right now, pag-usapan natin ang kanyang camera experience. This one has a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, 12MP na ultra-wide lens, and a 5MP na macro lens. It can let you shoot up to 4K and 30, and ang kanyang harap is a 12MP which can also shoot you up to 4K and 30. Now, simulan natin with some of the outdoor shot na nakuha natin dito sa Samsung Galaxy A56. Now, taking a look at this flower bud, honestly, basta sabi ko siya, mabilis ko naman siya na focus. One thing that I like dito sa kanya, sharp ang kanyang photo, and magandang kanyang pagka-blur dito sa kanyang background. Another thing na napansin ko rin naman dito sa kanya is that yung kanyang green is more of the natural green ang take dito sa Samsung Galaxy A56. Hindi siya masyado saturated, which is masyadong OA. This one, okay ang makakuha nito sa color green. Pati itong color purple na ito was looking good. And itong mga pink na ito is almost the same sa nakita ko sa aking mata. Pag tinignan naman natin yung photo na ito, looks quite okay. Hindi naman siya ganun ka-dramatic tingnan, pero it's just okay lang for me. And taking a look at this figure, looks not so bad. Siguro hindi ko lang masyado na-appreciate itong photo kasi medyo gloomy lang siguro yung weather. Now, tinry naman natin kumuha ng ultra-wide shot. This is how it looks like. Normal. 2 times. 4 times. And 10 times zoom. So, one thing mapapansin mo dito sa kanya is medyo mas naging soft na siya at 10 times zoom. And parang namumuti din siya as compared sa kanyang original photo at normal shot. Ito ang color na makita mo dapat. Pero one thing na napansin ko, parang medyo mas magandang color ng sky niya dito sa kanyang ultra-wide shot versus dito sa kanyang normal shot. Na kung sa indoor photography naman, okay din naman makukuha mo dito sa kanya. Sharp naman mga objects na makukuha mo dito sa kanya. And looks okay, no? Pag zoom in, makita mo yung mga design ng woodworks. And kung mga flower photography naman on the indoor, makakuha ka rin ng mga sharp na photos dito sa kanya, which you definitely appreciate. And kung apparels naman ang titingnan natin on indoor, okay din, makita mo all of the details naman dito sa kanya pag once you zoom it in. And one thing to like naman dito sa kanya pag kinuha mo itong mga lantern shot na ito, looks very nice and looks very cozy. Kapag dating naman sa food photography, okay din siya. Hindi magpapatalo ito Samsung Galaxy A56. It was able to take some nice food photo even though na medyo low light. This one looks pretty solid din for me. Na kung mahilig ka naman mag-take ng photo sa loob ng iyong bedroom and sa mga sala, this one could definitely perform kasi I was able to take a lot of photos dito sa IKEA. And honestly, ang dami kong shots dito na nakuha na natuwa naman ako sa kanya. More food photography looks kinda okay pag tinignan natin. And here are even more food photos pwede natin ma-enjoy from this camera. Honestly, it can really take in some really nice food photos. This is probably one of my favorite shots dito sa statue ni Elsa. Maganda-ganda pagkakuha dito na very dramatic. And itong mga stuffed toy ni Olaf looks good. And itong big display figurine ni Lightning McQueen looks pretty solid as well. Probably one thing na hindi ko masyado nagustuhan dito sa kanya is kanya night photography. Makikita mo, no, if you're trying to take some photo during the night tapos may mga ilaw, parang medyo sabog yung mga ilaw. But there are some times na kaya naman na mag-focus na maayos. And makita natin dito sa Mison na logo na ito, no, looks okay naman from far apart. Kapag tinignan naman natin ang mga selfie shots dito sa camera na ito, mukhang okay naman siya, no? Though hindi ganun ka-sharp ang mga nakuha ko on outdoor, probably could have been a little bit better. By default, naka-beautify siya. Siguro kaya medyo smooth ang mukha ko. Kita natin, no? Hindi ako masyado convinced sa kanyang front-facing camera. And pagdating naman sa indoor, honestly, it's almost the same naman sa kanyang outdoor. Medyo soft din talaga makukuha mo dito sa kanyang camera. Now, if you're trying to take a video using the front-facing camera, hindi siya shaky. That's one thing that I can say. Pero yung kanyang resolution is not the best that I've seen. Pero using kanyang rear camera, this one is pretty solid. Masasabi ko sa inyo, magandang kanyang colors, very sharp din ang kanyang video. And another thing is, stable siya. So right now, try natin ang Magic Eraser dito sa phone na ito. So I'll be taking a photo dito using covering half of my face like this. So ganito ang itsura na nakuha natin right now. So using his object eraser, makita natin na nag-analyze siya. So isa-circle lang natin ng aking kamay. So now, it's using its magnetic lasso tool. Yan, oh. So erase tayo. Erase. Nagyari sa mukha ko. So, hindi siya kasing okay ng experience natin sa Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra. So, ano masasabi ko dito sa bagong Samsung Galaxy A56? Honestly, it has improved over sa A55. Sa A55, medyo nadismayado ako kasi yung kanyang camera is quite underperforming for a A5 series ng Samsung. This one, medyo nag-step up ang kanyang camera. Mas naging convinced ako dito sa kanya sa kanyang camera performance. Except that medyo sometimes sablay ang kanyang front-facing camera. But overall, yung kanyang feel dito sa phone is quite solid and sturdy, lalo kanyang metal frames dito sa gilid. Gusto ko yung feel niya, no? Talagang solid na solid. Except that siguro yung likod niya is quite slippery. Mabilis itong mahulog sa inyong kamay kung medyo clumsy kayo. So I would highly recommend you to get yourself a case para hindi basta-basta mahulog itong phone na ito. May grip pa siya. And overall, pagdating sa performance, it can play most of the titles pero medyo mas hirap lang siya sa mga AAA games. And probably one of the best thing dito, you get 6 major Android updates. Kaya guys, are you willing to buy the Samsung Galaxy A56? Let me know in the comments. And if you'd like to buy this phone, I'll post the link on the description box below kung saan siya pwede mabili. And if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends. And a quick sub is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. What's up? Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.